Hey everybody, before we get into the podcast, I just want to let you know about our sponsor. It's a film called Curse of the Anti-Quenched. It's about two brothers that save the city of Kingston from demons by staying drunk. It stars John Dunsworth from Trailer Park Boys, Spenny from Kenny vs. Spenny, and the Diener from Fubar. You can check it out on Amazon Prime in the States. You can stream it there for free, or you can watch it on Vimeo on demand right now for only $2.99. Check out curseoftheantiquenched.com. Hey everybody, we're back with another review. We haven't done one of these in a while for an actual film. Since movie theaters are closed due to the pandemic. But yeah, Netflix has been releasing a few things, and I eventually got around to watching one of them. Well, Matt watched, I think, everything on Netflix. But one of the crossover movies was Thunder Force, so we're here today to chit-chat, if you will, about Thunder Force. Matt, I'm starting the 10-minute timer.
Let's do it.
What did you think of Thunder Force? Ben Falcone, director, writer.
Yeah, that's Melissa McCarthy's husband, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I forget his name in the movie. Kevin?
Oh yeah, he's the guy that gets tased.
Yeah, and then shot. Honestly, okay. So the movie's got problems. So many.
What do you mean,
problems.
Matt?
Well, so I have a few gripes with the actual plot line of the film. So you're telling me that this lady, one, I like the premise. The premise is cool. Only like sociopaths like got superpowers due to this thing. That sounds cool. So it's all a bunch of like villains everywhere. Cool. Things I don't like. This lady's like, I'm gonna work on the serum that my parents were working on to become like a superhero. You're like, okay. So you're telling me if that's what she's been working on, like where did she get all this money from? For like she must have gotten investors and stuff. No good investor would be like, yeah, you can do your research on these super strength. Oh, who's going to be your hero? Oh, you? Oh. I mean, oh. That's not a good selling point. Like this, and it's got nothing to do with like her actual like body size. It turns like she's a middle-aged woman.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I get that,
it just,
but also
like,
the owner of the company,
also didn't
right?
feel like she knew how to fight either, right? Like, shouldn't she have been like practicing and been like doing this at the same time for like a while? It threw me off a bit.
Yeah, it did make more sense that they would have had like this
like an
super
actual
yoked
like person, either man or female, like an actual like hero to actually like do these things,
and it would be
right?
an accident. Like Melissa McCarthy got it by accident.
Yeah, but like the fact that like she was supposed to be the test subject felt weird to me.
Yeah, do you like
also,
Elon Musk shooting himself into space?
Yeah, but also like it's like, oh, okay, there's another problem. It's like, well, we like here I was supposed to have these serums of like strength and invisibility. That's it?
Yeah.
Like,
hey man,
what a weird
of
combo.
Research. They should have did lightning is what they should have invested in apparently.
But like what a weird combo. And also, why did they not have other, like, why was it just this one shot? Like, it felt very, like, pinpointed to be like, no, this is it, that's it. And, like, those are the only things that are available. Oh, okay. Well, then what about her daughter at the end? Where the frig did that super speed come from?
Yeah, that did come out of left field. Like,
where did that come out of? Like, I was like, wait, but there's never been a mention at all of another serum.
Yeah,
what?
that felt like... But it did feel
also,
like...
she has a suit!
Like, oh, yeah, that's...
Where'd she get a suit?
It doesn't matter. If you show up last minute to do something heroic, it doesn't matter.
It made no sense.
It's just like in Game of Thrones when people...
me so much.
Yeah,
so
clearly it bothered you a lot.
The plot itself had a lot of problems, like, on that. Like essentially, it was just a vehicle for Melissa McCarthy and... I'm always forgetting her
Spencer.
name. Yes,
Octavia Spencer.
Because they've been friends for a very, very long time, right? They're actual, like, friends for, like, 20-some years. So this is, like, a vehicle to actually just pretty much make a movie about their friendship and then just add superhero stuff to it.
Oh, that
because like even
fun.
if you compare it, right? Like Octavia Spencer is like I'm pretty sure she's an award-winning actress.
Yeah, she's an Academy Award-winning actress.
Right? Like compared to like Melissa McCarthy. So like you just take that aspect of like
you can feel
like a little bit where What?
I'm just joking.
Oh, I mean,
No,
okay,
just that
I'm not a big
you're like,
fan of
compared
Melissa
to her,
McCarthy.
just a.
It's just there's definitely a difference. I'm not a big fan of Melissa McCarthy movies to begin with. I'm not okay. So like, what are your gripes about the movie, and then I'll provide you what I actually liked about it.
Yeah, like
Because it's not all bad.
no, it's really and truly not. Look, I laughed. I think the Jason Bateman dance scene,
Yes.
that was probably the best part of the whole movie. And Jason
Really?
Bateman, yeah, I think that was the best part of the whole.
Jason Bateman, his whole thing was the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
I will agree there. He
Like-
has the best moment. The dancing thing was a little too much for me. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
I do. I am very tired of the start of the movie cliche bully kid that's like, "You're the big loser and a loser, and you know what else? You're also a loser who will never succeed." Like set up for.
But I
a
did
movie.
succeed.
Yeah,
I surpassed my bullies.
Yeah, I kind of find that like, I don't know, like how many times are we gonna see this exact same dialogue in the start of a movie? And I just get sort
Yeah.
of bored of it. Like, is there like just one executive somewhere who's like always suggesting this, and because they're like the person who decides whether or not you get to fund it, they're like, okay, Jeff, we'll put in that thing because of that one time that maybe sort of happened to you back in the day. Okay. I don't know. Like, I get tired of that.
Yeah,
of
I mean,
that
it's definitely
whole thing.
full of cliches, and
I'm
the
willing
humor
to
is very.
suspend the disbelief of like the how of Octavia Spencer like getting all this money and doing all this stuff.
You have to suspend a lot of. But again, it's a superhero movie, right? So you're enjoying it for just like the ride of it.
Yeah. I
Like,
didn't
you
even
still
take it
have
as a
to- you
superhero
can
movie. I just took it as a comedy, like a really high budget comedy. Like the budget of this had to be insane.
Really?
It had to be insane. Like the effects in it and
I guess.
I feel like to get an Academy Award winner in your movie.
Again, that's why I think it came in. I think it's because it's her husband and her, and I'm pretty sure she's producing and stuff like. And because they've been friends for a while, like this is like, hey, we did a project for us.
Right.
I kind of feel was like part of the selling point on this movie. I feel like it's definitely a blemish on her film records. I think. I mean, I mean, I guess look at it in a way where I'm sure she had a lot of fun doing it. That's what's important, right?
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
definitely not one of her top 10.
I will say, like, something kind of funny. This made me think of this, but like, in this more like this on IMDb, Adam Sandler movie comes up, like Happy Gilmore, and I will say, like, it sort of just not reminded me, but like gave me the feeling of like a newer Adam Sandler movie where they're not bad and they're not good, but they're like, yeah, I
Yeah.
laughed, I enjoyed it, like the plot is whatever, like to get to this part.
I mean, to me, it's one of the like a worst Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
there's some.
I'm not
I mean,
saying
you
exactly
accept
what
a
I'm-
certain amount, but like for me, like I was really angry about the ending because it had a lot of problems with the. Also, like there's a lot of parts in the movie that just feel like it's literally just to push the plot forward, even though it doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah.
That's what I didn't like about it. And then the end, even the bomb thing. Why not just throw it high up in the air? We've already established you got super strength. No, you had to jump with it. Why not just
Yeah.
throw it in the water anyway? Like there was just so many other options than to just like
Oh, yeah.
sacrifice yourself.
Oh yeah, I do
It made
hate
no
that
sense.
in a movie where there's clearly other options right in front of
Right?
right in front of the character, and they decide on like the least probable option.
The,
It's
the
like,
one that's
you ever
like,
seen
it's
Jaws
like, why are
2?
you literally like you're literally gonna kill off this person? Like, obviously you just you want it. You know how you wanted to end it.
Have you ever
just
seen
needed a way
Jaws
to
2, by the
do
way?
it.
You ever seen the
What?
movie Jaws 2? Did you ever see Jaws 2?
A long time ago.
So there's this scene I think it's at the start of Jaws 2 where this woman's in a dinghy and the shark is like running into the dinghy, and in a very strange series of fast cuts, this woman manages to grab a gas can, undo it, pour the gas on herself, and light herself on fire. But it's meant to be like the shark was doing it, like it was just
What?
accidents happen. It felt like that, like when they put like the strangest things in front of you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, but like I did like certain things. Like not everything. Most of the jokes did not land, but the Jason Bateman stuff was just more like it was just the perfect amount of ridiculous between him and Melissa McCarthy that I really liked. Also, the big boss, the villain, was actually a lot of fun, but not
You
not
liked him?
himself. But it's when he reacted to just like, oh crap! Like I shot. I forget his name. Like Kevin. Ah, no, I liked Kevin.
Yeah.
Hey, you. What's your name? Like him and his henchmen and just the again because it plays off the right we're getting a disconnect of the traditional things, right? We're getting the oh my god, I'm forgetting I'm blanking on the word, but when something's it just throws you off of the norm of the regular cliche. So I liked that aspect of it. I thought that
There's a
those
10-minute
parts were
timer.
always
Finish
really
your
funny.
thoughts.
Yeah. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So the movie itself, not great. I could see why it's
got
definitely been
moments.
released. It has good moments. It has funny moments, but it's not enough to carry the film. It's not something I would ever watch again.
No. I don't even
Ever.
know if I would suggest it to people. I'd be like,
No, I don't
like,
think I would suggest it either. Again, I could see why it was just released on Netflix and just like as a release. Like,
Well, because of the pandemic, right?
right, but you can see why it's more of a kind of a dump.
It does feel like a
versus,
straight to video kind
I
of
don't
movie,
think
which
it
isn't a
would be
bad
very
thing.
successful at the movies if it was released theatrically.
No.
I don't think so.
I also have a sneaking suspicion that they really, really wanted Slayer songs in it because she's wearing the Slayer shirt all the time. And then when they fight, it has a very trying to steal and sound like a Slayer song, but
okay.
probably
I know
Slayer
nothing
didn't.
of Slayer, so
Well, you're not cool.
when you say Slayer, I think of Halo. Slayer.
Right.
That's me thinking Slayer, like not music.
Is Miscreant supposed to be like some secret thing I'm not understanding?
If it is, I also missed it. I just I guess it's just a name that they just call the villains.
It's a cool name, either way.
Again, I liked the world it was in. I liked the basics, the basic of the actual like world. I thought like that's cool. But what they did with it, I feel like it could have been so much more. That's all. That's all it was. Like it failed in that aspect. Like, you know what I mean? There are movies and TV shows sometimes you're just like, what a really interesting premise, and then it just kind of doesn't follow through. It doesn't play enough in the world to really like allow you anything more. You know?
I did agree about that. And the backstory with her parents, I feel like they could have done more in that regard too, or...
I mean,
don't know.
to be fair, I like the first time when her parents died, it took me a few just to kind of realize, like, oh, I thought her parents died from like the meteor striking, not from a miscreant
Yeah.
like blowing something up. I was confused by that for like a
That
few
did
seconds. I was
feel-
like, oh, okay, just because we just saw an asteroid hit, so I thought that was like connected.
No, not connected.
But
Totally.
did you have the same kind of feeling for like a few seconds? You're like, wait,
Yeah.
huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a little confusing there, but again, it's a small. That's not what made the movie good or bad. Like that's just a small little
No.
thing.
That's Thunder Force for you. It's on Netflix if you want to watch it.
We would not
4.4 rating
recommend
on
it,
IMDb.
It's a what?
Watch it. It's a
What is it?
4.4 rating on IMDb, and I'd say that
Okay,
that's about accurate. 4 out of 4 out of
Yeah.
10 stars.
Yeah,
4.4 rather.
that's
I feel
probably
like
one
that's
of
about
Octavia's.
accurate.
That's probably one of
The
Octavia's
top
like lowest
review
rated
on
films.
IMDb says bland. That's the title. It says,
Yeah, okay.
I'll read this review. Oh my God. I'm trying so hard to pass 30 minutes mark watching this movie. After that, I just gave up. So this review is based on my 30 minutes of watching it.
See, but things like there's so much better things that happen after the 30-minute. Like all the better scenes happen later on.
Oh man.
Like just Jason
I think
Bateman
it's-
with crab
that's-
arms. Jason Bateman with crab arms is probably the best idea they've ever had in this movie. It's just
It really
thought
was
that
pretty funny. You know what?
I think
This
my
probably would've
favorite
worked
entire.
better.
What?
What's that?
I said
I was
like
gonna say this
my
probably would
favorite
have worked
part.
better as a series.
Maybe. It was like a
'Cause
20-minute
like,
series.
you do, like-
It feels,
Yeah, like-
if, you know, like if you ever watched The Tick. Like The Tick
No,
is
but-
similar
well-
to that kind of aspects of like it's kind of like cheesy villains that are like the is he called just like what's his name, like just Krabs? I forget his name.
I guess so.
but, like,
Yeah, it's just the crab, the king,
the crab.
laser.
But like he feels very like a villain from The Tick of like they just feel like like corny, ridiculous, a little over the top kind of feel, like made out of styrofoam is like how the like I don't know, but it has a certain charm to it, which I liked about that part. And the best part is Jason Bateman running away like a crab. Did you notice that in the
with his
background at one
arms
point?
up.
I
did
laughed
like
my
that.
ass off at that part.
I did like her having to eat raw chicken. Like it makes absolutely no sense, but it's just funny and disgusting.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Also, the raw chicken did
Oh.
not look like raw chicken. That bothered me.
Well, wow, come on.
I get it because
I mean,
it's
it
not
looked close
actually
enough.
raw chicken. It just, but like every time I saw it, and I'm like, it doesn't look like raw chicken.
It looks
I
like-
couldn't.
It looked like it was like made like it was like a gelatin or something, but like it was pretty
Sort
gross.
of, yeah.
Actually, and you know what? The other part that really made me laugh really hard was the Old Bay part. Like she's just got Old Bay on her, and like that's their foreplay. She's putting Old Bay on his crab arms.
Old Bay.
Yeah, it's like that spice, Old Bay.
Okay.
Like when she's
mean-
putting spice on him.
Yeah, when she's putting like butter and stuff on them.
But like when
But
they're
I-
like the quote
I
unquote
don't know
sex
what
scene
Old
where
Bay
she's putting
was.
Old Bay
I didn't
on
really
him.
get that. Like I
No,
got what she
it's
was
like a
doing in
classic
terms of the
cooking
spice, but I've
spice.
never heard of Old Bay. That's why I like. I'm
Dude,
like,
Old
okay.
Bay is like a kitchen staple.
Is it? I don't have any. I
A
have
lot-
like
a
salt
lot
and
of-
pepper in my as my spices. So
Okay, well,
yeah.
gotta live a little.
Well,
anyways.
just like my spice rack, this movie was also bland. Like
Ah,
the
that-
review.
and that's the
boom.
best way
What
to
a
end
way to
this.
end it.
Let us know what you think in the comments, and yeah, we'll be back soon with another podcast. Stay safe out there, folks.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Lost Commentary, on Instagram at Raiders of the Lost Commentary, and like us on Facebook.
I'll be back.